In the words of a prominent UAW representative, we're not just fighting for dollars and cents, but for the dignity and the respect that every worker deserves. Welcome into a deep dive of the complex and compelling narrative of the United Auto Workers strike, a story of labor versus industry, of survival versus profit. Our tale begins with the United Auto Workers, or UAW, a powerful union representing thousands of workers across the automotive industry. These are the men and women who toil day in, day out, building vehicles that keep our world in motion. But they're not just cogs in a machine, they're peoples with families, mortgages, and dreams, and they're asking for more. When we delve into the specifics of their demands, it becomes apparent it's not solely about wage increments. Certainly, they've called for pay raises, initially around 40%, but now moderated down to the 30s. Yet, this movement is fundamentally about equality and fairness and the need for better working conditions. Workers are demanding an end to the inhumane working conditions they're often subject to. Their plea for safer environments, ergonomic workspace, and regulated work hours is a call for basic human dignity. In addition, workers are seeking to dismantle the 8-year pay progression system, which they argue disproportionately favors those who are wanting to stay with the company. Instead, they're advocating for equal pay, equal work concept that should apply regardless how long they've been working for. Job security is a major concern in the industry. Currently, workers are feeling the rising wave of automation, layoffs, outsourcing, and thus are arguing for guaranteed employed contracts. Furthermore, healthcare is a crucial area where they feel neglected. They demand comprehensive health insurance plans that not only cover them, but their families as well. These hardworking individuals are calling for a more significant piece of the pie. They believe that they deserve a fair share of the profits generated by the automotive industry, which saw record years over the past 3-4 years. Profits that they contributed through their hard work and labor and skill. Their demands are a testament for their desire and meaning of recognition of their value and contribution to the industry. Now let's turn our attention to the heart of the matter, the automakers, the heavyweights such as General Motors, Ford Motors, and Stellantis. Their proposal in the midst of a strike is a wage increase of around 20%. They put forward a radical idea of cutting the current pay progression in half and eliminating pay discrepancies between workers. Yet they're eager to keep the system where pay both reflects seniority and job responsibilities. This disruption results in significant setbacks in their production targets and by extension their projected profits for the quarter, since most of their profits are based off the cars that they sell. It's a ripple effect that reverberates through the financials of these companies. Moreover, the strike doesn't just affect the balance sheet, it's a blow to the public image. With media broadcasting the strike and the reasons behind it, the automaker's reputation could potentially be tarnished. The public, their customers, may question their corporate ethics and choose to spend their money elsewhere. However, these companies aren't just sitting idle under the strains of the strike. They are actively strategizing to reduce the impacts, from seeking temporary workers to keep the production lines moving to leveraging automation. They explore every avenue. And then there are the negotiations, the proverbial chess game between the automakers and the unions. It's a delicate dance between meeting auto workers' demands and maintaining a viable business. The auto workers are bargaining hard, their counteroffer reflecting and understanding the need for change, yet with a firm grip of reality of their economic constraints. The automakers, in response to the union's demands to reinstate the cost of living adjustments, have proposed two alternative solutions. The first proposition is a lump sum payment, which could offer immediate financial boost to the workers, but its value may be reduced by potential inflation over time. The second proposal is inflation-based wage adjustments, a potential sustainable solution that could keep wages aligned with the cost of living, but could imply increased wages for auto workers during times of high inflation. These alternatives introduce a new dynamic to the industry, presenting both potential benefits and challenges. So, where does this leave us? In the midst of a strike with workers demanding more and companies reluctant to give it, the stakes here are more than just a paycheck. It's about dignity, respect, and a fair shot at the American dream. As we look into the future, the implication of the strike could be far-reaching. The outcome could set precedent for labor negotiations across the country. If the workers win, it could inspire other unions to push for more. If the automakers win, it could strengthen the hand of the industry and potentially widen the gap. Stakes are high and the battle lines are drawn. All eyes are on the UAW and the automakers. But remember, this isn't just a business story. It's a human story, one that affects the lives of thousands of hardworking men and women. It's a story of struggle and hope, of dreams and dignity, and is a story that is still being written. And so, we continue to watch and listen and hope in the end that respect and fairness will win the day. Because, as that UAW representative so eloquently put it, every worker deserves dignity and respect, and that is a fight worth fighting for.